We all sat and watched Nanny with excitement and terror. She was an inspiring woman who moved me to my core. And at the same time, she also put a few things into perspective. George told us Jeff was just getting accustomed to his new life. And now this. He's still a dick, but I can tell he's very caring based on how Annie talked about him. I'd like to prevent anything from happening to him. But I'm not really sure if I can do anything if Agent could wipe us out so easily. I haven't seen Ivy around yet, and I know Gadok is getting worried. Now that we know who Nanny is, it's safe to assume an Iberian sent the assassin to dispatch Ivy in order to weaken her. This reminds me of a saying my mother used to say.
If you can't catch Quaco, you catch his shirt.
The storm I felt coming that evening after Tineto left, I thought it would have been rain. I did not expect a storm of enemies. Can we actually survive being outnumbered? Before I really had time to worry about our situation, a gentle voice was heard.
Some of you either doubt my words or still feel uneasy. We are in the holiest place based on our circumstances. The golden stool you see here houses the spirit of my former nation, both the living and the dead. With it, we can call upon our ancestors for help or advice, but they require an offering. Choose something from that table and offer it up to the stool. They will answer, and they will help you overcome your fear and grant you strength.
Empress, we appreciate what you have done for us, but we will pass. I don't believe in offering up anything to anyone. Only Jah we believe in, and Jah will provide. We'll hold our reasonings over here and join you when we're done.
I understand. You're free to go.
Respect, Empress.
Anyone else wish to leave?
Why are you looking at us? We're not one of them.
You both wear their colors.
No, my hair is naturally like this.
Then, you have no qualms partaking?
No, in fact, we wanted to see you so you could tell us what's with our eyes. Unfortunately, we got attacked and Ivy got injured.
We'll talk more about her later. She's stable for now. Let's not keep everyone waiting. Go ahead and pick out an offering.
Gadok, are you all right?
Kinda. I know who I want to call, but I'm not looking forward to seeing one of them. What about you?
Feeling exactly like you, but twice as bad. I'm not looking forward to this.
They seem to be excited at least.
Alicia, they have it. I should be able to see him again.
Me too. I couldn't stop thinking about him since I saw him in the snowfield.
I wish I was excited as them. No use worrying about it. Let's call them.
Our parents have given us a way to contact them when they sent us to the New World. For my father, he asked that I recite Psalms 5:11. And for my mother, using a candelabra, I should fill it with shea butter and have it lit.
Mom and Dad told me if I need them, I should offer up a yam for her, and popcorn and white wine for him.
Dad didn't make things too complicated. I simply needed to form a circle with stones. But my mom required a calabash with cowrie shells taken from the river.
My mother told me I should offer up fruits and flowers of any kind. But my father, who loves to make things complex, told me to spread cascarilla on a divining board and spell his name while offering up honey and red wine. Also, I'll have to taste it first before I offer it to him.
My father was the first to answer, bathed in rays of white light. He stood to the side of the golden stool, waiting on someone. I knew who was coming, and I felt slightly uneasy. Her presence distorted the air. Then a dark whirlwind flew through, followed by that crazy look in her eyes. My mother and father, Muso, Koroni, and Asa. She went behind my dad with a sheepish look before he gave me a big hug.
I'm glad to see you're in good health, my boy.
Aren't you gonna hug me too, Mom? I haven't seen you in so long.
You're not mad at me?
Of course. But that doesn't change the fact that you're still my mother. Come here.
What?
We'll catch up a bit more later. We have something important we need to discuss. For now, look alive.
I watched Gadok's reunion with his parents, and excitement welled up inside of me as I knew I could see mine as well. On perfect cue, I heard the snap of branches before tall vines burst from atop the stairs. And there she stood, my mother, Ahan Joku. She smiled at me but didn't move. But I wasn't worried. Heat distorted the air, and for a second I saw a mirage before my father, Babaluai, appeared. Looking well? Daddy, where are your crutches?
I don't really need them right now. I was able to recover much better thanks to a bird I came across on my travels. I do still need a little help walking while I adjust.
That must be some bird.
I'm happy to see you're still healthy and strong, thanks to those yams I fed you.
It would have been nicer if we had more variety.
What was that?
Nothing.
Hang on, someone's coming. Someone familiar.
A cry of an antelope was all I needed to hear to confirm it was him. He jumped from behind the stool before transforming into his human form. He smiled at me and stood to the side, waiting. A jet stream shot through, and out of it stood my mother. She held my father's hand and walked down the stairs, basking in the attention. I rolled my eyes so hard, but couldn't stop smiling. Happy I get to see them again. Haiti Abib in Oshun.
Maggie, my son, how are you?
Much happier now that I see you, Pops.
Could it be?
Don't forget about little old me now, Maggie.
With an entrance like that, how could I?
I see.
Wait, is that Baba? Baba, I haven't seen you since you entered inside me.
Excuse me?
Your vocabulary is that huge and those are the words you chose? What actually happened was I entered a sacred river, which was her domain, and cured myself of smallpox, as she had blessed that river.
But you did enter my domain.
You're being nasty on purpose, aren't you?
But saying it the right way isn't as fun.
Keep that up and we're both heading to Arun.
They don't know that name. Here they call it Zion.
That voice gave me shivers. I knew I called for him, but I was still nervous regardless. The pink smoke was the confirmation I dreaded seeing. My father always claimed he was primordial, but he refuses to speak much about his past, or anything for that matter, which annoyed me to no end. He and my mother loved to talk in riddles and could never give me a straight answer, always telling me to figure it out by myself. Because of that, I have learned to always be curious about everything I have seen because they refuse to tell me. And there they stood, my parents, Orunmila and Minona.
Must you tease Baba like that? If you're gonna do it, at least call me.
I'll be sure to invite you next time.
There'll be no next time. Don't make me send the deadly AIDS upon you.
AIDS doesn't affect us.
Normally, but do you want to take that chance?
Enough playing around. Our children have called for us.
Astria, my daughter,
How have you been?
I'm surprised you called for us.
We were attacked and nearly died. On top of that, I hear these Albions are coming to enslave these people, and maybe us. I'm not really sure what we should be doing or why we were even sent here.
Dear, it's time we tell them. We can't leave them in the dark this long and expect them to survive.
You're right. Let's tell them everything. You will need to hear this as well, since you will be just as important as our children.
Very well. I'm getting interested in them myself.
It looks like we're above the golden stool.
So it would appear.
Now then, what do you want to know first?
Why have you brought us to this world?
That can be answered by what we are.
What do you mean?
Listen closely, all of you. We are Orishas, divine spirits sent by the Supreme One to assist humanity and teach them to be successful on Earth. The Supreme One is known by many names: Olorun, Nyame, Jah, or simply God.
Gardock, my boy. When you and your friends had that friendly spar with the Nancy, it was nothing more than a test to see if you can handle what's to come.
Didn't feel like a friendly spar to me.
I'm sorry, I went overboard. Please forgive me.
We sent you here to see if you could learn more from the land and world before we stepped in.
We wanted to give you the chance of freedom and find a path you would enjoy without us forcing anything on you. We had a feeling something like this would happen and hoped our predictions wouldn't come true, so we didn't tell you anything.
I'm confused. What is our role here?
As descendants of the Orishas, you four are Irun Mole, sent to assist the 7 heroes and heroine.
Rotted! That's me!
Your task is to open the eyes of the people before it is too late. The Supreme One is coming soon. Save as many of them as you can. When he gets here, it will be too late, and there will be nothing further any one of us can do.
So, it will be the end of the world.
Yes, it will be. You will need the strength to achieve this task, but before that, I must ask a serious question.
What is it?
Have you ever experienced racism before?
No, we haven't.
That skin color you were born with is a blessing. However, the rest of the world doesn't see it that way, even some people of your own kind.
They believe you're lesser than them because how they live is more advanced. They will not view you as a person, but rather a tool or property for them to acquire. They have fooled themselves into believing consumerism and materialism is the correct way of living and forfeited their humanity to achieve it. Even some of our own people were tricked into believing their lies and have been given prestigious titles in exchange for rounding up their own kind. The road ahead will be difficult for you. You will be placed in uncomfortable positions and may even have to kill some of your own. Can you handle that?
I'm not sure.
Do not worry. We will arm you with the knowledge to succeed. What have you seen or experienced that didn't quite make any sense to you?
We have seen a lot. A magical fire that doesn't burn, a barber who can perform haircuts with basic farm tools, a mango tree that can dispense all sorts of things. I even saw Gardock and Astria create a barrier one time to block a grenade. It's way more than that, but you get the gist.
I see. And did anything happen to you that changed?
I am able to turn myself into rubber, and my shield can also stop bullets.
I was able to use electricity to heal wounds and fire it as a projectile.
I can empower myself and my spear with electricity to increase its power or speed.
And I can control magnetism as well as fire projectiles.
Good. Then you have all been using Ashe without knowing.
What's Ashe?
The Supreme One is giving life force to everything that exists. Man, rivers, animals, plants, you name it. It has our say. But you may be more familiar with chi, aura, or chakras. It's how you can sense when danger is approaching, why you feel uneasy looking at a killer, or why you are drawn to certain people. Ashe is the power to make things happen with that life force, and strategic use of it is how you can be strong. Has any one of you ever decided they wanted to be something special?
Special how, exactly?
Second to none in one field.
I'm not really following.
Take me, for example. I am the god of protection. When people call for help to protect themselves from all sorts of things, they call for me. But they wouldn't call on me if they need to heal wounds, exorcise demons, or harm another individual, as that isn't what I specialize in. I am able to defend against physical attacks, spiritual attacks, mental attacks, and others, but I gave up most of my offensive capabilities in order to achieve this strength. You first need to pray to God in order to achieve His blessing. Some people pray to achieve it and forget about Him as soon as they are successful, and He allows it because He is merciful and has given them a choice. He hopes they can repent and be saved in the end, and if they don't, they will be rejected at heaven's gate and cast in the lake of fire.
You need to pray to him again and present an offering in order to attain more blessings. It also works as a reminder that he is still watching you and hoping you make the right decisions. If you do not know what you'd like for your blessing, I'd recommend you choose something from a broad spectrum and slowly work your way into something you'd be happy with. For example, choosing elemental manipulation since you've already acquired lightning-based skills.
Wait, you're saying we don't have to stick to electricity?
No, power is incredibly vast, and you can expand further from that. You don't even need your blessing to be combat-based. It literally can be anything. While you can be anything, you wouldn't be very efficient at it. Sticking with electricity, do you know it can be expressed in different ways?
Expressed how exactly?
There are 5 ways you can use your blessing. Amplification, metamorphosis, propulsion, summoning, and puppeteering. Gardock, you said you were able to block bullets with your shield, correct?
Yeah, the bullets bounced right off of it.
That's a simplistic way of using amplification. You can also use amplification to increase other aspects of your shield or body too. You can increase your reaction speed, perception, reflexes, and so on. I don't want you to limit yourself to only being tougher, but think of other ways you can amplify.
Reaction speed. There was an assassin that nearly wiped us out, and I swore I had my eyes on him the whole time, and yet I didn't see when he appeared behind me.
Training amplification allows you to keep up with and even surpass his level of speed if you pick it as your primary.
Primary?
I'll tell you a bit more about that after we explain the other 4, because they are just as important.
Alicia, my child, you were able to heal someone using electricity, correct?
It wasn't a clean procedure, that's for sure. I used it to keep her heart pumping and cauterize the wound. It wasn't pretty, and she may be traumatized from the experience.
I'm sorry, dear. Had you learned metamorphosis, you could have been more flexible. Metamorphosis allows you to change the properties of someone or something. You could have been able to change the electricity to something less traumatizing.
Gardock, let's see your rubber form. That's prime metamorphosis right there. Try to strengthen your body the way you strengthened your shield. Much stronger, right? Now apply rubber to your shield as well.
Oh, it's stretchy.
Very good. Don't limit yourself by thinking that amplification only works on yourself. It can affect your environment as well when used with metamorphosis.
Austria, we have given you that weapon as a means of protecting yourself. How have you been using it?
I was able to fire it as a coil gun and get a few weak shots without any bullets.
You have been using Ashe at a lower efficiency, so no wonder it's weaker. You haven't set an expression as yet.
This falls under propulsion, expanding force outward from you. This is different from normal projectiles like arrows or bullet, as you are the source of the force and have greater control over it.
A bullet will always be a bullet, but an Ashe bullet can change shape, size, or trajectory. That doesn't mean you can't control a bullet, but it does mean you're using puppeteering instead of propulsion. Puppeteering allows you to control animate and inanimate objects. This includes bullets, beams, animals, constructs, and yes, even people.
Don't worry. There are countermeasures for mind control, which we will teach you. You'll need to know all of the expressions before you are able to counter it. Which leads us to the last one, summoning. Summoning is the expression you use to create animate and inanimate objects. This is what you use to create bullets, arrows, lightning, ice, you name it.
That coil gun you mentioned, the projectile you fired, was a product of summoning and not your Ashe. But ramblings aren't the best way to teach you. Gardock, come here.
Astria, fire your coil gun at him. Gardock, amplify your shield and defend with it. Now, Gardock, lower your shield and amplify your rubber body.
Wait, I'm taking the shot head on?
Yes, have a little faith in us. Astria, when firing, think of an electrical discharge when pulling the trigger.
Okay. It didn't affect him.
True, a bullet would have been able to pierce his rubbery skin. If he had used amplification, neither your bullet nor electricity would have even put a dent on him.
Wouldn't that make him untouchable?
This is where the countermeasures or combat techniques come in. I made this one after battling many supernatural entities that couldn't be hit through conventional methods from the summoner's expression. It's called spiritual armament. You muster as much Ashe as possible in a single point or object in order to make contact with those that usually couldn't be hit. It's essentially using your life force to hit their life force. I wouldn't recommend liberal use, as anything could happen, like, say you getting corrupted by evil or demonic forces. Not everyone knows these combat techniques, so it's incredibly important you learn them, or you'll find yourself in fights you have no chance of winning.
It should also be mentioned that this doesn't protect you. So if his body was made of fire and you punched him, you'd still get burned.
Astria, try punching his rubber body again.
Okay. Here.
Did you feel anything, Gardock?
No, I didn't feel a thing.
Now try summoning as much Ashe you can into your fist and punch him again.
I'll try.
It felt like a slap rather than a punch, but I did feel something.
In the heat of battle, that little slap could quickly turn into your head detaching from your body, so you'll need to identify Ashe quickly and adjust.
I know you can use amplification to improve reaction and perception, but what if you don't choose it?
That leads us to the next combat technique, extrasensory. Extrasensory uses Ashe to heighten your senses and awareness, allowing you to detect inconsistencies, altered states, and hidden threats that are not immediately visible, and was learned from studying metamorphs.
Alicia, my child, come here.
Yes, Daddy?
Those glasses we gave you did nothing more than limit the amount of potential you had. It's time for you to see the world properly.
Limit my potential?
Your eyes, I mean. You were resonating with both the divine and ancestral energies simultaneously. Your form wasn't able to contain both at once. Without our intervention, that much power would have shattered your body. These glasses weaken the amount of energies that enter your body in exchange for increased appetite. Haven't you ever wondered why you ate more than anyone?
I thought I just had a high metabolism.
You do, but that's beside the point. What matters more is that now you can actually tap into both energies better than most people. But you will need to utilize amplification going forward to strengthen your body, so it no longer rips itself apart.
What will you do with the glasses now?
We'll keep them as a memento to remember you. It will be waiting for you when you get home, in heaven.
We'll prepare to meet you there.
For now, let us show you how to utilize your eyes properly.
They said something about extrasensory.
Yes, call your boyfriend.
We're just friends. His name's Magma.
Yes, we see that. And we also see he likes to show off.
I'm not doing anything yet.
It doesn't look that way to us. Alicia, focus a shay in your eyes. What do you see?
His head is releasing some kind of aura. It looks and feels alluring.
He got that from me. We can't help being irresistible.
Gardoc's aura feels stable and reliable, but slightly chaotic.
Yours feels playful, compassionate, and fiery.
Then why does Astria's aura feel so lonely?
That would be our fault. She spent most of her younger years trying to get closer to us, but we were too busy with one thing or another.
Astria, we're sorry, and we'll try to be much more receptive to you going forward.
Really?
This technique is something we taught the early puppeteers so that they couldn't be controlled by each other. This uses a shay to reinforce your will and regain back control over your body. Puppeteers gave it a name to use before all hope is lost, and I find it fitting for the bond we need to fix. It's called Last Chance. Last chance to move, to act, to break free of their control. And last chance to make things right before it becomes irreparable. Will you forgive us, my daughter?
I will. I love you, Daddy.
We love you now until the end of time.
I hate to break away at this moment, but we're not alone here.
Right. Let's assume you were able to break free of a puppeteer. You're now in fight or flight mode, which coincides beautifully with the last two techniques you need to know.
Choosing to fight, the next technique is reversal, which amplifiers favor since it can turn offense into defense and vice versa. Garda, stand over here. And Astria, stand there. At this range, Astria clearly has the distinct advantage, and usually Gardok would have to take the hit or dodge. But I want you to focus all your ricochet at the front of your shield in the shape of a mirror, and using your reflexes, hit the projectile back at her. Astria, prepare yourself. This will come back to you. You need to dodge it.
Okay. It's stronger than what I sent out, and faster.
It will be, since all of his ashe was added and used to send the attack back. Gardok, had you mistimed it and it hit you, you would have been dead, as you no longer have any ashe to protect your body since it's focused in that spot.
It's a high-risk maneuver. Be careful with how you use it, as it can be faked out, baited, or they can reverse your reversal. You do not want to be on the receiving end of one of those, trust me.
Got it. What's the final technique?
The technique that allows you to take flight. This technique works best with extrasensory, as it allows you to navigate insurmountable odds by diverting ashe into your feet to improve your movement and positioning. And it is called slipstream. Magma, come here, and Astria over there again. This is a dangerous technique, as it involves running headfirst into danger in order to overcome a standstill where you are unable to make headway due to artillery. Astria, give him a warning shot above his head with electricity. What do you see?
I see where I can dodge to the sides.
Astria, fire another warning shot. This time, use extra sensory on her shot.
Oh.
It looks like you see a route.
I do, and you're right. That looks dangerous. The path is directly in the shot.
Do you think you can manage to evade the shot?
I should be able to, if I further boost my speed with electricity.
Very well. Go ahead when ready. Beautifully done.
Elisha, how have you been using your electricity?
I haven't been using it much since no one was really injured.
Have you ever felt you could be doing more?
Actually, yeah, I do. I feel like I lack purpose until something happens. My electricity isn't as powerful, and I can't really stand on the front line with the men either.
You can do much more than that using mediums and greatly increase their power with primary and secondary expressions.
You did mention those earlier. What do they do?
They affect how powerfully your blessings can be used. You can choose 2 primary expressions, which allow up to 80% efficiency, and 2 secondary expressions at 40% efficiency. But you will have to forfeit one of them forever. They also follow whatever blessing you choose, so you can't choose a lightning blessing and then throw fireballs. This rule exists for everything you see, so no one can do everything at once.
80% and 40%?
Don't think too hard about the numbers, and think instead, these 2 primary expressions better align with how I'd like to use my blessing. And I have 2 more secondary expressions to add more options. Usually, you would have no choice but to simply choose your blessing and expression when you pray to the Most High. But as this is a bridge between Orun, the spirit world, and the physical world, as well as in the presence of Orishas, you are allowed to test the expressions at full power before choosing to commit to them. Gardock, would you kindly turn your body to rubber again? Elisha, shoot lightning at him. Doesn't really do much, does it?
Not really.
I'll temporarily unlock 40% of your Ashe in propulsion so you can feel the difference. Try shooting him again. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Now let's unlock it at 80% so you can feel the difference again.
Isn't that too much power?
Yes, it is. But notice that despite the amount of destructive power you fired, he is still completely fine. Power isn't everything. What if you could hit him another way, using the same lightning?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about mediums, or how you can use your blessings in different ways.
There are 4 ways you can manipulate your blessings: natural, supernatural, omnipotence, and through communications. Natural law follows predictable outcomes. Water puts out fire. Rubber is immune to electricity, and so forth. Supernatural is an outcome that does not follow natural laws. Fire becoming solid, lightning literally being placed in a bottle, or using lightning to heal wounds. It enables natural laws to behave differently than intended. Omnipotence is a request we make to the Almighty, asking for strength. This can transcend natural and supernatural laws, but if it doesn't align with God's intentions, then it's likely to fail. This can allow rubber to be weak to lightning, or paper to be immune to burns. Lastly, communication works best when combined with one of the other 3 laws. This allows you to wield your power through oral, written, or performed actions. This could allow you to shock someone once they read a text imbued with your ashe, or heal wounds over the phone.
So that's how Janet was able to assist people at the Summoner Center.
Probably. I don't know, Janet, but you should know that these interact with each other. One isn't really better than the other.
Natural law follows the normal rules of the world. It behaves the way people expect, but the supernatural can override it. The supernatural can break or override natural law, but omnipotence can reject, purify, or restore it. Omnipotence stands above both natural law and the supernatural. But if a person's faith wavers, their access to it can fail. Communication cannot change the laws of the world by itself. It can only influence people's hearts, minds, and beliefs.
Time is running out, so let's ensure you grasp these concepts before leaving. Gardock and Alicia, come here. Gardock, my boy, do you trust me?
Yes, I do.
Do you also love the Lord?
I do.
In your heart and soul, I want you to put all your faith in Him and me and trust that we will protect you. I will act as an intermediary for you, but next time, you will have to trust that He will protect you even without me.
Got it, Pops.
But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may rejoice in you.
Now, Alicia, I want you to fire another bolt at Gardock again. This time, I want you to think of a spear that can pierce his rubbery body. Give it a physical form and fire when ready.
Okay, got it. What?
Had his faith wavered, he would have surely died.
Yeah, it went right through him.
Notice how even though the electricity didn't do anything to him, the spear punctured his skin. Try to remember that. There is always a way out of a predicament if you look for it.
There is one final ancient technique all of you should know about, including you.
What? Me?
It's called out of many, one people. It's a technique learned from the Zemis that originally inhabited this land and was taught to their people, the Arawaks. As we are out of time, seek the Arawaks and try to learn as much as you can about this technique.
If you can, try and see Gu, Ogun, and Onile. They will help you greatly to overcome the oncoming threat. We will be watching and waiting for you.
Wait!
They left.
Our ancestors have not forsaken me. I will be honest, I was a bit scared I would have to do this alone. But now that I have you with me, I can actually back up my words with action. I'll need to have a talk with those Arawaks to learn about this ancient technique. Come with me. Let's go and see them together.